This incredible tower here to the left is a copper smelter. It is incredibly tall. As usual, the camera will never do justice to just how dramatic and incredible these things look. And yeah, that's a huge smelter, and a little snow-capped mountain still, and then the Great Salt Lake is off to the right. And again, unfortunately, just the way the highway is made, you can't really see the lake, but over the top of a hill that we were on, it was visible, and it was pretty cool. Just one of the many highlights of this road trip so far. Guys, I am here at the Electrify America in West Wendover, Nevada. It's the first charging stop right as you go across the border from Utah into Nevada. And it's been impressive. 4 stations, 8 plugs, I guess you would say. And these things are ripping. Electrify America, I owe you an apology. For 3 years, I've been ripping on you because I had some really bad early experiences, and I mean really bad. And I've frankly been avoiding you guys all day, really last couple days. Anytime I pull up into an Electrify America, it rips. This thing did 180 kilowatts from the jump, and then it went to 124 and held there all the way to 80%. At 80%, you know, it did its thing. It went down to 60 kilowatts. But that's still way better than I've been getting with the Tesla Superchargers. They've been going down to like 105 and getting down below below 50 when into the 40s when you get to 80%, which is normal. Normally, you don't want to go above 80% anyway. Not a big deal there. But yeah, these things are doing great. They've been reliable. Haven't had any broken stations. Haven't had any charge errors. Great job, Electrify America. Big improvements. It did 97 kilowatts of energy in 22 minutes. This thing stayed at a high state of charge for a long time. Super impressive. There is a Smith's Market right here. Great restrooms, whole supermarket. They have a deli. You can get sushi, chicken, all kinds of stuff in there. So yeah, it's a really good stop. Also, I love this. They have no parking unless you're charging, so you can't get iced here. And if you do, it's a minimum $100 fine. So shout out Nevada. That is something every state should have. So yeah, we are now in Nevada. We're gonna charge up and get all the way, hopefully, to Reno if we're lucky, but the wind has just been killing us. So I don't know if that's gonna be realistic, but ideally we get all the way across Nevada to Reno, and then Reno finally into California. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thanks for coming along, guys, and let's see what's next. So one of the cool aspects of this 2025 Lightning is that not only is the Blue Cruise updated, but so is the lane centering. So right now I am on lane centering with hands-on driving. You can see I've got my hand on the wheel, and basically I just have to give it a little bit of torque, just a tiny bit of torque to the right, which is fine because the wind is blowing like crazy, and it's blowing right at me and a little to the left. So it's easy to just kind of give it that little torque to let it know that my hand is on the wheel. But what's super cool is that the lane change works here with the lane centering. See that? Like, it's lane changing on not just Blue Cruise, but also on the hands-on driver assist with lane centering. So that's pretty cool. I think that's it's awesome to see that that made it to the lane centering as well. So just give it a little tap, and it's doing it by itself, you know. And again, you got to have your hands on it or it'll start to beep at you. But I just wanted you guys to see that it is doing the lane centering. All right, guys, if you look at the flags there, you can see that they are pretty much blowing directly in the direction that I am going. And that has just made the drive abysmal from an efficiency perspective. And normally I am not someone who likes to do the fastest planning where you have to stop frequently for short charges. It's just not really my style, even though I know all the math says that that's supposed to be the faster way to go. I prefer typically to do fewer stops and longer stops. And, you know, that's just my preference in general. So I've never really done a whole bunch of multiple short stops in order to have an, in theory, faster experience. It always seems to me with lights and turning and charging and
derating and any number of other factors, it always seems to me to be not that much shorter and more of a pain in the butt. But in this case, my efficiency's been so bad. You can see here, 1.2 miles per kilowatt hour. It's been like this all day. And the wind has been crazy. Even yesterday, it was at 1.4, going through Kansas and Colorado. 1.4 has been what I'm getting, and 1.2 today through Utah and Nevada. So I've redone the calculation here to go ahead and use the fastest route, and it says I should make it home at 4:30 in the morning. We'll see how accurate that is. I'm going to do my best to just get plugged in, charge to exactly what it says, and unplug, and see how the math works out with a better route planner. And we'll see. We'll see if it makes any difference, or if life gets in the way, or whatever it is. And then I may have to abandon the plan if it's taking too long and the winds keep how they are, and sleep overnight somewhere, maybe around Reno. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I did decide to change it up here. Originally, the plan was only to have a couple more stops, one in the middle of Nevada, one in Reno, and then one between Reno and home. And now it's more stops, shorter durations, which maybe makes more sense with the wind. So we'll see. This looks like it's shaved about an hour plus off the estimated time. Let's find out if that holds out to be true.
Dude, Electrify America once again for the win. 49% state of charge, 11 minutes, still 140 kilowatts strong. That's pretty decent. It started off during the normal 500 amp boost at 181 kilowatts. Now it's tapered off a little bit, but still down to 140. 11 minutes in, 50% state of charge. I'm not going to complain about 140. That's a great place to be. And I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to see how long that sits there at 140 kilowatts. Ticked down to 139, but yeah, I mean, pretty much the same. Yeah, I'm curious. I have not been seeing the Tesla chargers do that for me. They haven't been sitting at 140. They've been dipping down into the 120s and then eventually into the 105s. So yeah, still holding strong there at 51%. That's really cool to see. That's 2 stops in a row. Electrify America doing it the right way. So great job, guys. Well, craptastic experience at Battle Mountain in Nevada. Went to the Tesla Superchargers, couldn't get any of them to work. They would turn blue on the lightning, but then wouldn't initiate, wouldn't ramp up, wouldn't do anything, just timed out. So I came to Electrify America, which has been good today. But that Electrify America didn't go bad. That Electrify America went Electrify America. 31 kilowatts. That is exactly what happens when there's some kind of weird sensor error and it derates to 31. Super common, seen this a lot. This is what I'm used to from Electrify America. This is also why I just like doing fewer stops. Multiple stops, you're just bound to run into problems. Here we are. Whatever savings and time I was supposed to have by doing all these short, multiple stops, I've now completely wasted and lost. I just find that it doesn't work. But we're gonna unplug. We're gonna try the next 350. Eventually we'll get one that'll work, and we'll be right back to where we were if we'd have just done fewer, less complicated, less dramatic stops. It all ends up being the same over time. So here we are. All right, guys, we have made it back to California, where gas is $6.50 a gallon. This is the last stop on our way home. We are in the town of Soda Springs, in the other side, the western side of the Sierra Nevadas. There are 10 superchargers here. They are laid out kind of in an interesting way. Right behind me, you're going to see 2, including the one that I am plugged into right now. We are charging up to 80%. And then we are gonna head home. Over here in this area, we've got a row of superchargers here. We've got 3 more here, along with some charge points randomly. And then you've still got another set of superchargers right over here. You've got 3 of them. So Very interesting layout here. We've had a great trip. We've gone from the hills of Tennessee across the Mississippi River into Arkansas, up north into the plains of Kansas, then headed west over the Colorado River and the Rocky Mountains, over the Sierra Nevadas, finally back here to California. I am so excited to get home and share the truck with the family. I am happy as hell about it, super pleased. It's been a great journey. Thanks to all the people who took the time to meet up with me, share their stories. I've just had the time of my life doing this road trip, but I'm tired and I cannot wait to take a nap. So we are gonna wrap it up here and I'm gonna head to bed. We'll see you on the next adventure, whatever that happens to be.